Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hope Rising. We're so happy you could join us again today. It is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. Our guests today are WMHS registered and licensed dietitian Brenda Ridgway and Teresa Stahl. Brenda Ridgway is currently a clinical nutrition manager at Western Maryland Health System in Cumberland, Maryland. She is a registered and licensed dietitian, nutritionist with over 30 years of nutrition experience. In her management role over the past 10 years, she has helped to expand outpatient nutrition counseling services and implement new programs to promote health in the community. Teresa Stahl is currently an outpatient community dietitian at Western Maryland Health System in Cumberland, Maryland. She is a registered and licensed dietitian nutritionist and fellow of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. She has over 35 years of nutrition experience in a wide variety of settings. She will be completing the certification program with the Center for Mind-Body Medicine this month. So Brenda, would you give us a little bit of information that you'd like to share about nutrition as a dietitian?
Sure, and thank you for inviting us, Donna. We really appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, Brenda.
Well, nutrition is a dynamic field. Every day you hear something new about the latest diet trend on the news, or you read articles in magazines. At Western Maryland Health System, we are fortunate to have experienced and seasoned dietitians in our outpatient areas that help us stay up to date on the latest research. Because of their experience and expertise, they're able to determine what is hype and what is actually valid evidence-based nutrition information to provide the best recommendations to our patients. Working at Western Maryland Health System, I'm grateful that population health is a priority. We currently have as many outpatient dietitians focusing on helping people be healthy as we have inpatient dietitians.
That's remarkable.
Yeah. Yes, it is an accomplishment for a hospital in a rural area to be able to offer as many nutrition programs as we do at Western Maryland Health System.
That is just amazing, Brenda. I'm so appreciative that you shared that information. All right, so let's talk about what are the free WMHS programs. Let's talk about that first.
Okay, sure. One free option from Western Maryland Health System is the grocery store tours that are led by a registered dietitian. It's a good opportunity to learn how to read food labels and make healthy choices in the supermarket. This program is open to everyone and it's absolutely free. Registration is needed because the group size typically needs to be limited to no more than 10 participants. At each tour. The tours are offered 1 to 2 times per month in various locations such as the Walmart in LaVale, Weiss in Cresaptown, Aldi's in LaVale, Martin's in LaVale, and Weiss in Frostburg. The tour times are usually scheduled for either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m.
Nice.
And our next tour date is Thursday, March 21st at 7 p.m. at the Weiss Markets in Frostburg. And we'll provide some contact information at the end.
That's great. Well, that sounds great. Actually, I've taken one of those tours. It's very informative.
Yes.
Really enjoyed that. Now, is there something about a healthy heart class you can talk about?
Exactly. Another free option at Western Maryland Health System is heart healthy classes, which are provided monthly at the hospital, either held at 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. in the evening. This class is taught by Joni Brode. She's a clinical dietitian who specializes in working with patients who have cardiovascular disease. She has many years of experience and is a wealth of information about choosing heart-healthy fats and limiting sodium intake and all those things that help you to have a healthier heart. This class is open to anyone who has heart disease or anyone who cooks for someone who has heart disease. And the next class, actually there's one class today, the next class is offered on February 26th at 1 p.m.
I did see Joni today at her 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's great. So if somebody takes the class and would like to take it again the next time it's offered, is that all right to kind of catch up if they felt like they just had so much information, but they'd like to catch up a little more?
Certainly. There's no limit on the number of times that they attend.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right, so Teresa, can you tell us about some free offerings that you know about?
Sure. I am just getting ready now to start a program in February. In fact, I'm having an orientation on February 12th for a class called Stress Less for Better Health, Mind-Body Skills Groups. And this is an 8-week program, 2 hours a week, and we learn a new stress management skill to help us cope with the stress we have and to build resilience so that we're better able to deal with the stress when it arises. And this will be my 3rd time offering it at Western Maryland Health System, and it's very well received by all who take it.
That's awesome, Teresa. And so would you repeat again when that's going to be coming up?
We're having an orientation on Tuesday, February 12th,
Okay.
and the classes begin on February the 19th. We'll meet every Tuesday starting the 19th for 2 hours. So if anyone is interested, they can contact me by the information that Brenda will provide.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Teresa. That sounds like everybody could use less stress, and learning how to deal with it is great.
Yeah, and that's a comment I do receive. One of the reasons I decided to pursue the certification in mind-body medicine through the Center for Mind-Body Medicine is that I feel that way, that everybody can really benefit. And being a dietitian, I know that a lot of eating issues are related to stress, whether people are under-eating or overeating. And so helping people to manage stress can help improve your eating habits as well.
That is a great point.
And the class size is limited. So if people are interested, I really encourage them to call right away. It's a small group, and we only have room for 9 people.
Thank you for sharing that. So make sure if you're interested in this class, at the end of the program, when the numbers are given out, you want to get signed up for this class. Thank you, Teresa. All right, so those were talking about free programs offered at the hospital through Western Maryland Health System. So Brenda, can you tell us about some of the programs that may have a fee or will be billed to insurance companies?
Okay. One of the first programs that I want to mention is Living Well with Diabetes. This is a diabetes self-management education class. It's a 6-hour program. It provides the practical tools and information that people need to help manage their diabetes. The team that teaches it includes a certified diabetes educator, a registered dietitian, a pharmacist, and an exercise physiologist. So they get a good comprehensive overall plan to how to better control their blood sugar. And this program is approved by the American Diabetes Association, and it's offered at least once or twice a month. I think the next class is February 13th. And this type of program is something that Medicare covers, so it is billed to insurance for the cost of the program.
That's awesome. And how great that you said that there's like 4 people that are experts in their fields that will be helping. How great to have that on a person's side, right? That needs the help. That's great.
Some people do mention that, well, that seems like it's a little bit long of a class, but really a free lunch is provided, and that's a learning opportunity for counting carbohydrates. And also they use some conversation maps, so it's interactive to help the participants be more involved in the class. And I really don't think that once they're there, they feel like it's a long day. I think it's very informational.
That's wonderful. All right, Teresa, so can you tell us a little bit about programs that you're involved in that might have a fee or that can be billed to insurance companies?
Sure. First, I'd like to talk about Change to Win, and that is a 12-week nutrition and weight loss class. And every week we cover a different topic, so it really is like a nutrition class, like a Nutrition 101. So each week we have a different topic ranging from portion sizes to eating out to keeping food logs to stress management and stress-eat holiday eating and fiber and carbs, proteins, and fats. So it's a very comprehensive program. And they buy a workbook for $10 and the program is $50, but they have many opportunities to earn that $50 back at the end of the program. So if anybody would like to talk with me about that, I teach that. And I'll be more than glad to share additional information. And our next session starts April the 9th.
Okay.
So we're in a session right now. We're in week 3. So if anybody's interested, I do take registration now. And that's a Tuesday at noon class and a Wednesday at 4:30 class.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now also, is there something about the medical nutrition therapy that you could speak to us about, Teresa?
Sure. That is a participant in that will have a referral from their primary care provider, and then that can be billed to their insurance company. Some insurances cover it and some don't. They can call their insurance to find that out. But that is one-on-one individual counseling with a dietitian. And it's really excellent. Usually the first appointment is about approximately an hour. And then we have follow-ups if desired by the participant. And it really helps the patient to set goals, to make small changes, to achieve their health goals.
That is wonderful. All right, can either one of you talk about the Delish program that's offered at the hospital?
Well, a lot of people are using the meal programs where they order the meal and it comes in a box, and then all the ingredients are there. Well, Western Maryland Health System started our own, called the Delish program, and we offer 5 choices every week, and one is usually a vegetarian and one is usually a fish option. And the idea is for it to be prepared in about 45 minutes to an hour. Is that right, Brenda? We do have some crock pot meals as well. So they can sign on to Western Maryland Health System website and just search for that D-Lish is what it's called, Delish, or take-home meals, I think they call that. And they order it just 24 hours in advance, and then they can pick it up right at one of the stations at the health system, and they will explain to the person where that is. And they're very reasonably priced. I don't think you can order one that is reasonably priced. The cost is $6.59 per person, or $13.18 for 2. And they come in 2 adults, 4 adults, or 6 or more as far as the portion sizes that you can order. And most people tell me it's more than that, and so they have another meal to save over.
That is a wonderful program, and so we're going to be eating healthier, and how convenient not to have to go to the store and pick it out. It comes right in the pack, right?
Right.
So people can come up to the hospital in the cafeteria and get their box of food.
Yes, and I really feel it's an opportunity for people to expand their items that they know how to prepare. So if you like cooking, but you don't really know, have a large list of recipes that you like to try, you will get the recipe in the box and all the instructions. So you can see if you like that, then you can go to the store and get the ingredients yourself to make it again.
What a great way to try something new.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love the program. Alrighty, so now what support groups do we have available? Brenda, I'm going to direct this to you. And are they free, or is there a cost to the support groups?
Okay, yes, we do have support groups. We have a free diabetes support group for type 2 diabetics that meets the first Tuesday of each month. It's a good opportunity, whether or not you're newly diagnosed with diabetes or have lived with it for years, just to, talk with other people and help get ideas for better dealing with your situation. It meets at the hospital. Actually, I think more recently they've been meeting in the Center for Clinical Resources, which is in the 3rd floor of the Medical Arts Center, which is connected to the hospital. And the facilitators are Lori Johnson, she's a CDE, and Jennifer Perrin, also a CDE and registered dietitian. And so it's just intended for, like I said, adults who want to live well with their diabetes, and they sometimes will have an open format where they can just talk, and other times they'll have speakers for specific topics. So that's definitely and it's free. And then in addition to that, we also have a support group for type 1 diabetics, because that's kind of a different challenge. So there'll be more younger adults that would attend that. Sometimes those are ones that might be using insulin pumps, and they might want to talk with each other about that sort of situation. They meet, now they do meet every month. Previously, they only met every other month. Jennifer Perrin is the CDE who is the facilitator for the group, and they're meeting the 4th Thursday of the month at 4:30 in the auditorium at the hospital, and it's free.
That is wonderful. What a great opportunity for people that would like to converse with each other. They're going through similar things, probably, to have that support. Now, what about the bariatric? I know we don't have that type of surgery in our community, but for people that are having the surgery elsewhere and coming here, what about kind of support groups for bariatric?
Yes, we did form a bariatric support group. Part of the reason is sometimes if someone's planning to have the surgery, it may be a preoperative requirement for them to attend a support group. And we have employees at the hospital who've had the surgery, and certainly people in the community, so it's nice for them to be somewhere convenient for them to meet. Yes. So that, again, sometimes it would be an open forum, and sometimes they might have a speaker in. I know they've had even a bariatric surgeon come and talk before for those considering the surgery to learn more about it. Also, they've had people who've had the surgery that can kind of share their experience. So it's a very good opportunity for someone who either has had it or is considering bariatric surgery. And it's the fourth Thursday every month at 5:30 p.m. Also in the hospital in the conference room 1 and 2 on the first floor. Okay. And Kay Lee, she's a dietitian who's a facilitator for that group, and it's free.
Great, that's great. So there's a couple of opportunities for some free support groups.
Donna,
yes,
I would like to add, we didn't discuss this, but we also have a Change to Win support group. So anybody who completes the Change to Win program can come back. We meet twice a month for a support group. Great. And there's no charge for that either.
That's great to know, Teresa. Thank you for adding
Sure.
that. That's great. All right, so lastly, Teresa, would you tell us a little bit about the blog and the website?
Sure. There really is a wealth of information on the Western Maryland Health System website at WMHS.com, as well as the Facebook page. We didn't talk about that, but there's a lot of videos and information on the Facebook page as well at Western Maryland Health System. But the website, we have a blog that I've been writing since 2013. So there are a lot of articles and links to other great websites and a lot of recipes there. It's Nourishing Nuggets for Better Health. And if you go on to WMHS.com and just scroll the whole way to the bottom of the page, the very home page that you got onto, the splash page, you'll see Nourishing Nuggets for Better Health at the very bottom. And then to access all the programs that we've been talking about and with all the contact information for the people, you go on the splash page, there's a part at the top called Areas of Care. And you click on that and scroll down to Community Health and Wellness. And you click on that, and then you'll see services. And when you push on that, there's nutrition services. And all the information that we've talked about will be there, and links to all the programs and support groups and dates for them and the contact people. And we also have a cookbook. The dietitians in Allegheny County got together and made a dietitian favorites cookbook, and it's housed right on our website. There's a link to it. There's almost 100 recipes there. Nice. And it is when you go to the Community Health and Wellness page, it's right there. So you'll see it right on that page.
That will be a wonderful thing for people to access and have free recipes right there.
Yes.
That is great. Alrighty, so Brenda, would you mind sharing information about where the viewers can contact the nutrition department at WMHS?
Certainly. To schedule a grocery store tour or enroll in a class or really any of the things we talked about, you can call the Food and Nutrition Department. The number is 240-964-2303, and that's Vicki Maddy. She's our department secretary, and she will help direct you to the right place.
That's great. And you can see on the screen right now that our producer has it up for us, 240-964-2303. That will be a great place to start. And Vicki Meddy is an awesome person. She'll make sure to get you directed to where you want to be. Is there anything else that either of you would like to share that we haven't covered today? We've covered a lot, but if there's anything else you'd like to share.
Yeah. Thanks again for inviting us.
Yes,
it was very
Thank you.
Nice.
And I would say if anybody has any questions about nutrition, to feel free to give us a call.
Great. So that's awesome. Looks like, oh, here we're seeing on the screen two of my favorite dietitians. Great job. Thank you, Morgan, for writing in today on the live stream. That was very nice. Alrighty, so every week, I leave you with a nice little scripture. So today it's coming from 1 Corinthians 10:31. This goes with our theme, talking about food today. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31 from the New Living Translation. So thank you so much for joining us today on this very informative program. I hope that you'll contact the Western Maryland Health System and get going on some of these free programs or some that might have a fee, but it might be very beneficial to each of us. Now, next Tuesday, we're looking forward to having a mother and a son. Hope Rising began just about 2 years ago right now. Actually, today would have been about 2 years that we first had the idea of Hope Rising. And we started out because of the opioid epidemic. So next Tuesday, a mother and son are going to be on to talk about the situation that they went through, the battle of opioid, and it's TK Evans from Kaiser, West Virginia, and his mother is Tracy. We're looking forward to having them, and there's the message of hope, the hope that there is help beyond the opioid crisis. That with TK sharing, I think you're going to really look forward to hearing what he has to say. So join us next Tuesday. Have a wonderful week. Stay warm, stay safe. God bless. Bye-bye.